How's it going, everybody? This is Midas Drop, and we are Midas Print. Our today's guest is Buddy the Barber. Now, we are going to get into his story, and then we're going to go from there. It's going to be a lot of things that we're going to get into, but I know he keep me fresh, so you got to have a barber. This is the importance of grooming,
Yes.
and we about to get into it, man. He about to groom us with this wonderful story of how he became a barber, his life experiences, and then family business.
Yes,
What's up,
sir.
buddy?
Hey, man, I'm good,
You
brother.
good?
How you making out today?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
So, I know your story because you
Right.
tell me a lot about life,
Right.
and like you're just a great barber, but you
Appreciate
also,
it.
give me my money's worth. Like, you got them barbers that just like want their money. They want to cut your hair and then they want their money. But
Mhm.
buddy, take a different angle. Buddy, buddy, make sure he give you your time, effort, and energy whenever you come through, man. He give you stories. He
Yes.
give you, relationship advice. He give you his own experiences. And today he gonna tell his own story about his life and how
Mhm.
he even became a barber, and then how he even got into like personal development. Cause even today he be telling me, man, you gotta be around people that have more to you and expect more from you,
That's
right?
real. That's
So that's
real.
a big thing too. And
That's
you
real.
old head, so
Hey, man.
he
Hey,
don't look
man. Don't
old,
let the
man.
gray hair get you,
Man don't look old at all. That's what fooled me. But
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Yeah, man.
go
Less
ahead, tell
stress.
us.
Less stress, man.
Less
Less
stress.
stress. Yeah, man. Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah.
All that keep you young. Drinking your water, eating your greens, getting your fruits down,
Right.
But I come I come a long way, man. I do.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be a barber. That's the funny part, man.
Yeah.
Man, that's the funny part. I'm really a barber by mistake. Let me tell you real quick. So
Tell us about it.
coming up, man, I worked a lot of odd jobs. You name them. You name it, I worked it.
Yeah.
I promise. Like before I was a barber, I used to work at Loomis.
Loomis?
Loomis, the people that come get the money,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Brinks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I worked at both of them.
Bro's Brinks truck.
Man, it's funny because I got fired at both of them on my day off.
Wow.
Both of them, man. But
Mm.
I wasn't stealing.
Yeah.
I ain't get fired for that. I'm trying to wake up make it. Anyway,
Right,
but
right.
but for real though, I became a barber though by mistake though, honestly. My
Yeah.
wife is she been doing hair for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and one day I used to smoke a lot of weed, so one day I
Yeah.
was just like, hey, I kept telling her, I was like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go to barber school. I'm gonna go to barber school.
Yeah.
She kept on getting on me, getting on me. So one day I finally went down there, and I
Yeah.
went through with it, man, and I stuck with it. It's very important that I'm here because I want to send this message.
Yeah.
When I was in barber school, man, my teacher, Miss Robin, was
Mm-hmm.
from the Fifth Ward. This lady, all I used to do at barber school, man, was take Instagram pictures and
Yeah.
go smoke weed. This lady pulled me
Yeah.
in the office. She said, Bobby, she said, come here. My real name, Bobby. She said, come here, Bobby. She said, man, them boys you hanging with, she said, man, they ice water. She said, you
He
can't cut
said ice
yourself
water.
out a wet paper bag. This a true story.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. She said, all your people in New Orleans, they like looking up to you. They like looking forward to you graduating, you
Yeah.
becoming a successful barber, taking care of your family, and
Mm-hmm.
you up here getting high.
Yeah.
That right there, man, like it stick with me still to this day. That
Yeah.
like changed my life, man. That made me set up every day and really take barbering serious.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped smoking weed.
Yeah.
I still don't smoke.
Yeah.
So like that right there helped me become a barber. That story like
Mm-hmm.
really mean a lot. You could tell how much I'm putting in it.
Yeah.
I go to like, look, all my veins come out. I go to talking about because she really changed my life, man. And I'm
Yeah.
mad I can't find her right now. I went
Mm.
back to the barber school, which we're in a whole nother building. I went to Texas Barber College.
Yeah.
So they're in a whole nother building now. But the new building I went to, there's all new personnel. Nobody don't know what happened to her, where she at. So it sucks because
Mm-hmm.
I would love to just see her, man, just give her a hug. She changed my whole family life. As
Damn.
just being a barber. I was a barber at another shop for about 4 or 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and now I got my own shop.
Yeah.
I've been running that since 2019, and it's been going successful. A
Yeah.
couple of people that work with me, I don't say work for, I say
Mm-hmm.
work with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all our shop.
Yeah.
But really changed my life, man, and I'm so happy I am a barber. I hate the drinking problem that I got, but other than that, I'm good. Nah,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that later though. That's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
more of
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
story, you dig?
Yeah. That story, man. That almost bring tears to my eyes because I even had that same thing. when I was just down and out, it's just like strangers, man.
Yeah.
People you don't even really know. Like teachers are strangers at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand it. Like I'm a teacher, and like I know I'm a stranger to these kids outside of school. Like, I've seen some kids at the mall, and I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And they like, "Man, I seen you before, man." But shake hands, like it's just business. And man, it's just like it's just it warms my heart to hear those type of things because I hear those stories all the time with like successful people or people that are on their way to success. And I think um being successful is like being at something you love. Like you love to do barber. I could tell, like, man, I'm in there and like I know that I'm not just gonna get a good haircut, I'm gonna get a good session.
Man, I hate when y'all leave sometimes.
Yeah.
You ever want to know that? I hate when y'all leave
Yeah.
sometimes. I be want to come in the car. Say I'm gonna ride in the car.
Right.
Let's go. I cut you
Right.
later, boss. I'm still here with Mike. We chilling.
Yeah.
But real talk, I get attached quick.
Uh-huh.
But that's something that I have with myself.
Yeah.
But that success brings them relationships like with other people, and like the energy and the frequency that we on, we always gonna gravitate towards each other because you are a successful teacher.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you coming. Fatherhood helps you be a great teacher.
Yeah.
Because we talk. And
you ain't lying.
Oh, I know, man. Because you got to be all them kids' father.
Right.
You can't whoop them though. But
you can't whoop them though. But like you have to like be all their fathers. Like you have 8 hours with them. Yeah. And then sometimes they stay for a tutorial. You gotta spend another hour with them. That's 9 hours, but it's an individual hour where you really get to know them and you really get to teach them and you really get to tell them your philosophy on life. And also like I love that you're a father, man. That right there, not only just being a husband, but a father, like just like strictly, I be asking you like about martial arts because I'm into that. And you got a son that's in, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai, right? And you telling me about it, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to the day that I actually have that same thing going on in my life. And I know it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. Whether it's martial arts or piano or drum practice, whatever it is, it's just like makes me feel good about what I'm doing. Because at one point, fatherhood for me was kind of hard because I didn't understand what was going on or like how I was gonna go about it, what I was gonna do. Like there's no like pamphlet, no instructions to it.
But that's why I get information from you and vice versa.
Yeah.
That's the only way we could be better, brother.
Yeah.
Like I don't like to use the word trauma. I like to use the word experience.
Okay.
Trauma holds a lot.
Yeah.
So when you say trauma, it makes somebody automatically say,
yeah.
But like when you say experience, and the experiences that I had growing up, which my dad, he was a great dad. Like he was a good provider. I give him that. I'm not gonna bash him because I don't have nothing to say. I'm gonna just say, knowing that my dad, which is my grandfather, I didn't have a big relationship with my grandfather.
Yeah.
He left my dad and my dad's siblings and everybody when they was I think my dad was 14.
Yeah.
So he left and I think he moved to California. We was in New Orleans and my dad ain't know what he was doing. I mean, it was cool, but he provided for me like a mother effort. He did.
Yeah.
Man, my dad was the one to bring the whole check home. Take a little bit off the top, bring the whole check home, go drink his beer in front of the store. Listen, I'm a husband now and a father.
Yeah.
I ain't bringing that whole check home. Look, I got what we need. Put a little extra right there, but I gotta still know, I gotta let something on the side.
Yeah.
But you're a great teacher, you're a great father. And as long as we help each other and you meet other people that can help you on the road, that's how we win.
Right. And that's the whole point of the podcast. And that's why, like, when you told me, like, you really wanted to get on, man, I was like, man, I really feel like he really want to be on. And, like, you was, like, the only person to actually, like, show, like, real, true interest. And I was like, man, he really want to get on. He really want to get on. And that's why I was, like, so excited about today. I'm like, man, where is he at? Where is he at? I'm growing impatient. I'm like, yo, this is about... This is somebody who really, really wants to who really is vested in what I'm doing, and I really want them on. Like, it's crazy that there's more people from Louisiana that I run into. Like my homegirl who came on Saturday, man, and you gonna eventually see it.
Right.
But she from New Orleans.
Okay.
and we support each other all the time.
Got to though, bro.
And it's like it's just always there. And then you tell me every time I come to the barbershop, we gotta connect. Everybody gotta connect. You gotta connect with each other.
Think about how many barbershops you pass up coming to me. Just think about that.
Right.
Now think about like what you don't know is I can take my chair and I could put right by the Bank of America right there where they sell all the shoes at and say $20 haircuts.
Right.
And that sucker will fill up. Because like people like, as long as they getting, like right now the economy and everything bad, so right now people getting a good if they getting a good product for a cheap price, they're gonna always go with it.
Oh yeah.
So it don't matter. So it's never about you need clients. Your clients always, as a barber, your clients always gonna be a reflection of you, especially when you're in this business for a minute. That's why when you say successful, I take it like to the heart, because I'll be like, man, I remember when I used to clean the shop.
Right.
People boot rent. You know what I'm saying? I did. I used to be like, man, I remember being 30 years old. Listen, y'all, this is important. I used to be 30 years old. I was 31.
Yeah.
I was 31. And after I paid my boot rent, I was giving my wife $150. And I was like, what can this pay?
Right.
I used to quit every day. So when you say successful, dog, that really touched me. Like that make me feel good. Like,
yeah, because for me, success ain't just all about money. It's about the energy that person gives you. So when I say
and a dedication. Don't forget the dedication.
The dedication.
I quit, I just ain't tell nobody.
Yeah.
I ain't tell nobody. I was like, man, fuck that. I ain't going back. Whatever.
Yeah.
Then somebody will call me and I'm like, I'll be up there.
Right.
So that dedication to still go back and know. I remember lying and looking at my phone, acting like somebody come and say, oh man, you can't come? All right, I'm gonna call you back.
Yeah.
I'm like, dang man, they can't come. Damn, I'm gonna go to Whataburger and
chill. Yeah. And that's like the definition of Kendrick Lamar's song, rich spirit, but a broke phone.
Oh, yeah.
That phone keep on calling, you pick it up, it just feel like it's a broke phone. Like, when is it gonna stop? But like, your spirit is just calling you to go do that thing, which, your mind and spirit ain't, they like different bodies, but the same being. And your mind gonna be like, this is foolish, but your spirit gonna be bringing you back to that because it's something that we gotta learn. And for me, I remember working at the Boys and Girls Club in Louisiana, $7.25 an hour.
That's dedication.
Right. And I was working at Olive Garden.
That brings success. I'm telling you.
Doing that same thing over and over. Every day. Mopping the floors at the gym. I'm talking about the whole floor. Then I go to Olive Garden and be busting tables over and over. It became so repetitive. But when I look back, I said, man,
look where you at
I'm
now.
A teacher.
Yep, look where you at now.
And I have to constantly be consistent. Even when it's hard. Even I'm a first year and I'm like, man, I don't care how many times I gotta go to a parent-teacher conference because I was putting my best foot forward to get this kid to understand, like, you gotta do your work.
Yeah, that's tough.
And there's tutorials. I come 3 days a week, bruh. If you so
my kids
if you struggle at reading, and writing, hey, I write every day. I read books like it's nothing.
Got to, yeah.
So that's my biggest thing. Like I said, success is about that time, effort, and energy you put into something, because you put that time and energy into something, you love it. Yeah. You dedicate towards it, and you fiend for it. Like when you told me, man, I come here every day, like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. I said, bruh. And it's just you.
Yeah, I clean my own shop, man. Women don't take out no trash. They don't do nothing. I'm like, man, I got them. Yeah. On Saturdays, most of the Saturdays, I buy them some lunch or something like that. Man, I take care of them. Even for this Christmas, they're like, man, let me get you something for Christmas. I got everything. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm a man. I'm straight. I'm good. Or whatever. Like, they could buy me some tequila. But other than that, I'm like, I'm good, but I didn't already bought them something. Yeah. I take care of them because I be looking at it like, man, I appreciate you being my coworker. Yeah. I didn't work at Brinks Loomis. I didn't work for damn near every staffing company on this north side.
Right.
And them coworkers, I ain't really know them. I was a bullshit worker, boy. Yeah. I was in that warehouse, boy. They were paying me $10 an hour, but it was getting $9.50 worth of work. Like, that's what I was doing. That's how I know I had to become a barber. Because I see the Hispanics, and they all mob together, and they work good. And I'm sitting over there like, y'all could come do my work for me? Shit, I'm about to slide around here, go get on the phone with my wife, see what she got going on. Right. What you cooking, like that. Yeah. But that's how I was looking at it. That's why I know I had to work for myself. Plus, my energy. That's why I wanted to come on a podcast, because I believe that I am somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe I am successful.
For real.
I believe that I do need to be heard. I believe that I do need to mesh with other people who's on the same frequency as me.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? And I try to keep, not even try, I keep most people out. Oops, my bad. I keep most people out that's not on the same frequency as me.
Yeah.
So if this makes sense, I keep niggas. Oh wait, that's and I say that don't mean that you black, that don't mean that you white, whatever.
Just
Just
people
that
frequency that come
people
with
that's on a dead culture, man. I just keep it away from it. I'm winning. I'm not trying to, I'm not even about to say I'm about to win. I'm winning.
Yeah.
So I need everybody around me that's winning too.
Yeah.
I don't need nobody pulling me down. If we all rich, we each other crutch. That's
exactly.
how I look at it. Oh, and successful.
Exactly. That's why I really started this podcast. I'm like, bro, it's not even just Midas Print isn't just about it just being a brand. Like, I know I run this shit. Let's be honest. I run this shit, but I bring people on because I pay my barber $10 extra tip.
All the time. I appreciate it.
Hey, look, the goal isn't just to have $60. It's actually to make your barber rich because you rich.
Yeah.
You listen to Steve Harvey, right?
Yes.
Well, he used to say, man, I used to pay my barber, an extra tip.
Yeah.
Until he got wealthy, he started paying more.
Yeah.
That's the point of becoming wealthy. It's not about just, becoming wealthy and you change your barber. No, I keep the same barber because the same energy is what got me there in the first place.
Same frequency, man. I be big on frequency.
Yeah.
I really do. I learned a lot, and I'm still doing my inner work. I'm not gonna lie to you. My wife real spiritual. I really look. Let me say this. Shout out my wife. I won't give her a shout out because she like 1,000%. Like she 1,000% responsible for the person who I'm becoming today.
Right.
I struggle with my own stuff.
A true helpmate.
Yeah. So I struggle with my own stuff, but at the end of the day, I always credit her. Always. I got to. You know what I'm saying? What they say behind every strong man is an even stronger woman.
Right.
And so that's like the truth. Even with coming on this podcast, I said, man, I'm going on a podcast. We in Walmart. We getting some food for the kid. She's like, what y'all talking about? Let me tell you. I'm like, look, man. I'm like, chill. He's like, don't drink too much when you up there. They might have liquor. She's like, I'm not bringing to get no liquor or whatever like that. I said, man, you good, man. I ain't trying to drink. Today Monday, I'm off, y'all. I mean Tuesday. Today Tuesday, I'm off. I'm chilling with my kids. I'm not doing nothing. When I do get to the house or whatever, I'm gonna kick back, probably watch some movies. But I always want to credit her. So shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? And she taught me about frequency, and she teach me about who I am and how bright I am. Because man, I come from a family and
He said,
I love y'all. Don't get mad.
Man, that family business is tough.
Yeah, I'm the youngest though. I'm the youngest of 4.
Wow.
So like my whole upbringing is different. And I'm not gonna lie, man. My mom and my dad, they was real good. My brother and my 2 sisters, they had it rough.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was the baby. My mama sheltered me from a lot of things. Even though when I got older, I went, Dan went saw what it was, man, what this is. Let me go see. But my brother and my 2 sisters, they had it rough. And they still look out for me today. My brother deceased, rest in peace to him. But my 2 sisters or whatever, they living there well and they doing really good. So I come from there, man. So like I'm just trying to figure out who I am and where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no book on this, man.
It ain't, man. It's always self-discovery is a thing to death. That's the only way you really find peace is when it's all over, it's said and done. Is death is the only equalizer. Unfortunately, like people just scared of death, but you got to keep in mind as long as you lay it all on the line, what's wrong with dying? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come anyways.
I don't think people really die though. I think energy stay here. I think we all the energy.
It does.
So
energy stays.
Energy stay here, and I think we all energy. And
we're just in a meat suit.
I agree.
Yeah,
that's it.
We in a meat suit.
It just ain't Call of Duty. We ain't responding. Once you die, that's it. But I think the energy stay here.
Yeah.
And I think like your family and your friends and people that love you and your legacy keep you alive.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Because look at Steve Jobs. Look at Steve Jobs.
Right.
All us got an Apple phone.
iPhone.
All of us.
Gain the universe. That's all you see.
That man ain't never dying, man.
Bro, we always right.
Because if you get an Android, man, look, my daughter, she's 16. They won't even answer a text if it's green. I said, that's the stupidest shit ever.
Wow.
She's like, oh, yeah, text green. I ain't answering that. I'm
wow.
Like,
that's what you call that's what you call power, man. I don't know. That's power, bro. At the same,
look at that man legacy.
Yeah,
it's never going nowhere, man.
And then the Texas blue. So you trust it more when it's blue,
right?
That's color psychology, you
right?
know? Amazon blue van. People trust Amazon more than anything, but service be trash,
man. For real, for real. Man, Amazon color. And all our house getting our money. I swear.
Right. But I mean, that service, man. Any job of service, like, is very important, and I think that's where I got this idea. Crazy enough, like I bounced around a lot of jobs too. I was Boys and Girls Club when I was in Louisiana and Olive Garden. Those are 2 jobs. Moved to Houston. I was working at Walmart. Man, I ain't trying to bash Walmart. I hate Walmart. I don't even shop at Walmart no more.
I hate Walmart too. It's like they
shop
lock
at
you in there.
more. Yeah.
HEB and Target.
Woo.
I just went to Walmart today because it's right by the kids' school.
Yeah.
And I had to get a toilet seat. So that was it. So I'll tell y'all what I had. But I was like, let me start.
But those places, man.
But other than that, I ain't going there, man. They lock you in, man. You got to show a receipt. I'm like, what the fuck?
Show a receipt. Sam's Club the same way.
Costco.
Yeah, Costco's. And then so I was Walmart, and then I ended up becoming a substitute teacher. Didn't know what to expect. But like the kids loved me. They gravitated toward it. It wasn't about me not being cool or none of that. It was just me. They just loved me. Like I looked young, I guess, but like it was 8th grade.
I think it was your energy.
Yeah, it was my energy.
It's your energy. Even when you come to the shop, you be chilling. I'm like, hey, I'm coming. Give me 5-10 minutes. I never rush here. Let me get. And you just like, man, I'm all right.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
I got some clients, boy. They look at their watch and I got something like that. I got some older clients. Nothing wrong with the older clients.
Nah, man, it's really just about the experience. Like people don't want to just experience what's in front of them. Not understanding like some things you just gotta sit there and just experience it.
I agree.
Experience somebody else get a haircut and see how they feel. Everybody in the chair feel good. I'm like,
you're supposed to though.
Yeah,
like when you think about it, it's the cheapest form of therapy.
Exactly.
It's getting a haircut as a man.
Right.
Like women get pampered a lot. Nothing against the women. I love the women.
Right.
But women get pampered, man. Like when my wife, when her friends come over, man, they sit there and heal. They sit there and talk about everything under the sun. I'm just listening. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, but when my friends come over, man, we be like, you want a shot?
You want a shot? Yeah.
You want to drink? You want to eat? You want to get on the grill? You want to play the game? What you want to do? You want to throw some darts?
It's all about doing. Yeah.
But that's how men. So when men come to the barbershop, man, they let loose.
Yeah.
That's when they talk. Like what we doing now, man, this like a form of healing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we getting out everything, putting out good energy in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
that
saying?
Frequency.
Ain't nothing. We ain't talking about nothing dead. We ain't talking about no death. Ain't nothing that's not good. This all good energy, right?
Right. It is. And like I'm always gonna chill for the experience. I make sure I got nothing to do when I come to barbershop because the barbershop to me is therapy.
Yeah.
And that's why I choose the best of the best. Like I know when a barber, he might cut me right, but I'm looking at him like I'm not coming back to him.
He might be hustling.
Yeah.
I go to a barber, man.
He just hustling. He ain't living his life right. He could do a good haircut because he know he got to hustle for it.
My barber ghetto, bro. My barber got dogs in the shop. Everything, I be like, man. My wife tell me all the time, she be like, why you got? I be like, man, that nigga cut good. I could cut my own hair, but sometimes I be lazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
So when I do go to him, I'm like, man, he give me like, yeah, my barber good, but man, he is so ghetto. He stopped 3 times, go hit the weed. He gonna take a shot or 3, like, and I'm not mad. I'm like, okay, I got it. I know you gonna get the haircut right, but I'm just looking like, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, nigga got shoot out next. I don't know. But, I understand, we all come from, that era.
But, I mean, I think sometimes your barber is just like a reminder where you going.
But you know what? I help him too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
I help him because I always let him know about being professional. I say, look, you got to always separate your work and your personal business, man. I said, man, you're a good barber. Yeah. Man, you could go places. I'm like, man, but like some people, man, the elevator don't go all the way to the top floor.
Right.
And that's just what it is. it just don't. Like some people elevator go to the 3rd floor. That's it. They got 15 stairs and 15 floors in the building. But some just go to the 3rd floor.
Right.
And I realized that good dude, man, but I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm bored, I go over there. But He ghetto, man.
Yeah.
He's funny too.
Right.
Shout out my mom.
Shout out my mom.
He ain't gonna see this. Even if he see, like, man, you had a fucking podcast. I don't know, man. That's my boy, though, man. I probably see him for Christmas because I ain't cutting my hair. I'm be cutting everybody else. I ain't cutting my hair. I'm gonna cut it this week, not next week.
Yeah, that's good, man. You open on Christmas Day or are you going?
No.
For sure. Or Christmas Eve?
He open on Christmas Day, though. I can tell you that. Your money is to be made. My man gonna be in the shop.
Hey, at least when it's ghetto, there's always creativity. Yeah, man. It's like they'll 24/7.
It remind me, like I said, my parents made sure I had a good life. Like, we still stay in the hood. They just made sure I didn't go down that route. They let me know, like, look, what you need, I'm gonna buy it. But we all come from that, you know what I'm saying?
I man, it's crazy even being like a military brat and like living on my own. I still like even I have like epiphany sometimes where I'm like, dang, I'm pretty ghetto.
It come with our culture.
Yeah, man. It just come with it, but like
it do, man.
There's so much creativity where I'm like chilling and like if I start thinking about, hey man, I want to feel like I'm at a beach or something, I'll probably get like a fan. Man, I'll hook up a drink or something. You know, just the other day I was like, I got a recline chair by the door. I kick my feet up, bro, and people's looking at me. I'm drinking. I'm like,
man, that's creative. Man.
Yeah,
man, that's what type of stuff my wife tell me to do. I be like, nope, we going to the beach.
Right. But I'm like, that's where I want to go. But I'm like, you know, at the same time, I was like, man, you got to create a brand, and I'm like, I got to elevate people because I want to elevate myself. And so the main thing was, Midas Print is just more of a community of people that like have that energy, have that formula in their life. It don't even matter if you got that much money. I don't look at people just, oh, you got all this money. I don't care. Like what I care about is the network that I'm building, because the network that I build actually gonna be wealthy, because network is your network. It don't even matter about the money. Nobody talks about money. I always say, what is your network? Are you networking?
Yeah, only broke people talk about money, because you got to think about it. When you don't have money, I mean, when you have money, you only excite people that don't have money. Because like if you got money and I got money, what are we doing? You got to pay the bill, I'm going to pay the bill. We both could pay it.
Right.
So what are we talking about? Because it don't matter. Now, if you could help me get money, now that's a difference.
Yeah.
If you could show me how money work and how to generate more money, then what's happening? But other than that, I feel like every man and woman should work. I feel like every man and woman should be able to provide for themselves.
Right.
That's what I believe. So, like, when it comes to like money, that's something I never really talk about, unless you gotta show me how to make money or how money works. So I'm trying to learn about trading right now, but I'm laid on.
I'm actually trying to. I'm trying to look for somebody who just trades, stocks, forex, whatever it is that they trade.
I got somebody. I really do. He teaching me right now, because I told him, and he's like, man, I'm gonna teach you for free. But I'm like, no, I want to pay you for your time.
Yeah.
Like, he a real good dude. Like, man, he my client, he like my little brother.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I want to pay you for your time. Be like, no, I'm like, no, man, like, we can all make money.
Stand on business. Stand on business.
I don't ever want you to come back and say, I taught you how to do it. Nah, I think about all that. But no, I want to make sure that he get his bread, because you know, he got his own thing going on.
Right.
You know? He got to take care of himself. And, you know, I never know what people money or what their finances like, because I'm like you, I don't ask nobody about money, man. I just worry about mine. So when it comes time to pay them bills, I want that lady there with me. That's about it. Nobody else.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, you want to stand on business. Like, I'll never go for somebody who cuts hair spectacular and ask, can he do it for free? For me, that's some like digging your own grave. You might as well. Like, you don't ever ask a man who has established himself and has mastered the skill that he put the time and effort and energy in, and you ask him, can he do it for free?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
It's crazy. Unless you got a major opportunity that's gonna bring you money because you need a clean haircut, makes sense, but it has to be promising.
Yeah, I got like I got two little clients.
Yeah.
One, he not doing so good.
Okay.
Every now and again, he hit me up. He said, hey, man, can I pay you $29.20 later? He normally bring me the 20 later on. When he try to pay me, I say, hey, don't worry about it. You know, it's all good. But I got to let him pay me the 20. Reason for it.
Yeah.
everything in this world you have to pay for.
You have to.
You can't just come, because if I go ahead and I just say, oh, I'm gonna cut it for free, he'll never stop coming. I want to show him like whatever you're going through. And I tell my kids this, they probably think I'm crazy. I got a 16-year-old, a 12-year-old, and an 8-year-old. Right. I always tell them, whenever you're doing something, you got to work for it. Right. So even if you eating, you got to unpackage it and get a spoon, whatever, and put it to your mouth and chew it. You got to work for it. Right. So I always tell them, like, whatever you want and whatever you got going on, it's just outside your comfort zone. You just got to bust your ass. Right. Man. And that's just something that he has to do. So I'm never going to just tell him, like, oh, I'm going to do it for free. You know what I'm saying? And I got another client, he'll probably tell me, like, hey, I'll pay you when I get paid. I get paid tomorrow. I'll be like, I ain't tripping. I ain't been there. I ain't got nothing going on. As long as it ain't a Friday or a Saturday, that's typically my busiest days. So if it's like a Wednesday or Thursday, oh, man, come on. Yeah. Get you right. Sometime a Tuesday, because I go in there and clean up. Or sometime when I'm bored and my wife doing her little stuff at the house, I go to the shop. Yeah. So I can play my music, clean up, chill, just catch a vibe right quick. Yeah. Maybe even go give me something to drink, just chill up in there by myself. But anyway though, that's what I do though. But everybody gotta make sure that they provide for themselves. And for everybody real. Do though, man.
And so I know relationships is a big thing. Yeah. It's everywhere. And I think it's just because of what everybody's going through. COVID like really did it for everybody. But like you say, everybody got to provide for themselves. What does that mean as far as like people want to get in relationships?
Well, if you want to get in a relationship, one thing, let me say this. You got to make sure you're not in a business ship. Like right now, if you look at social media, they push a narrative, and I hate that I get mad at a lot of podcasts because I feel like they pan the woman against the man, the man against the woman. I can't listen to it because at the end of the day, everybody's relationship different. So make sure you're not in a business ship to where if you're a man, you just paying the bills. Yeah. Right? And if you're a woman, you just offering your body. Right. I'm just being real. So when I say provide for yourself, if you're a woman, come with something to the table. Yes. And if you're a man, make sure that like you have more than just money. Have a skill. Learn how to communicate. Learn how to how can I say it? Learn how to have discipline. Right. Have discipline. I know a lot of men struggle with discipline. Hey, I'm one that I ain't gonna say I struggle with it, but I have my I'm not perfect. I have my stuff going on too. It ain't too bad, but I struggle with my stuff too. So I tell a lot of men, like, man, have discipline. Right. Make sure that you can communicate as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and make sure you can comprehend. A lot of women now, they want to make sure that men can comprehend. You know what I'm saying? And that you got discipline and you can provide for yourself. And you got to have a lot, man. Like, I had looked at that list that they had for men. and look, and I was mad because I was like, damn, some of this stuff really true. So I'm like, man, you got to be able to make sure that you be able to provide for yourself, but communicate, comprehend, and have discipline, man. That's 3 big ones for a man. And for a woman, man, have self-respect. Have self-respect. Yes. Man. You got to be the woman that not too many men could get close to. Right. And you got to make sure that you don't have a price tag on you. Because, like, to me, man, people make me sick when they have a price. Yeah. Like, if you got a price, I don't really care for you because that means you would do anything. You might slap your mama for $1 million. I wouldn't do it. I'd be broke. I'd be right there behind the chair like, nope. Nope. And my mom get on my nerves sometimes, boy. I ain't even gonna lie. But I never sell out like that, man. Never. So you got to make sure you don't have that price tag for women. And the third thing, too, you got to make sure that you can be submissive if he's giving you something to be submissive to. Right. That's important.
Yes,
it's really important.
Bro, he don't know. And see, I don't even like talking about relationships too much, like with anybody. And that's like not my angle for real. But I want to like say, like, I'm not a big fan of what's going on either. Like for me, it's like trends. Yeah. Like the whole astrology thing, like the horoscopes, that was a trend too because I already learned about that. I already read about it, but I never took it to heart. It was just something I wanted to learn to understand. What is it? 3 things: knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's all I was trying to get from it. I wasn't trying to like take it literal because everybody's different. Yeah. I'm an Aquarius, but I know Aquariuses that are totally different from who I am because my life experience shaped my personality, who I was going to be. Right. So, the time and the life experience, variances, we can't be clones, regardless of what anybody say. there's always a variant into a clone. Like somebody like my son, for instance, looks just like me, but he's a variant. I know he's gonna have a totally different life experience from me because I got something to say. I was a military brat. My whole life, I woke up at 4 a.m.
Right.
Because my mama woke up at 4 a.m. That was my attachment. That was my experience. He ain't gonna have that same thing. Still do, man. Sometimes 3, I'm like, bro, when is gonna stop? And it's a gift and a curse, but I mean, let it be a curse, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And but like relationships are very important because you have a family business. And family is business, and business is family.
I agree.
And you mentioned your wife does hair, and I also been to the shop, and I'm like, man, they got it going on. Like they literally, you know, one dude would go get his hair cut, and then next thing you know, he going to get his hair twist and the whole makeover. Then y'all got
my daughter worked.
Yeah. See, you got the whole thing going on. I'm like, man, what does that feel like? I mean, being a man and then like actually having like something to give to your family where I'm pretty sure y'all orchestrated the idea together. Yeah.
Shout out my wife. I ain't gonna lie. It was more like her. I always like give everybody their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like even after this interview, I'm gonna give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because like I never been on a podcast. Well, I did an interview before, but I never been on a real podcast. Man, it's a real podcast. Yeah. Like I want to take a picture of those setup. Man, I got a shot and everything up in there. But anyway, I want to make sure that I, get that because this experience mean a lot to me. But to speak on like what you had just said, it feel good, bro. It do. And like teaching my son right now, he 12. I'm trying to teach him how to. First, I teach him the value of money. Teach him how money works. Teach him that like, okay, just because you made $20 from taking the trash out and wiping off the counters and doing the dishes, you ain't got to spend 20 on Cane's. Cane's rich.
For real.
So I tell you what you do.
Right.
Tell you what you do. All right, this is what you do. You get good grade school. You make sure you respect everybody. You make sure that you do little things around the house that we don't have to ask for. And I'll buy you some Cane's.
Right.
Take your money and save it. Now, if you get hungry, go buy you a bag of chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some
right.
chicken strips, I meant to say. I'm sorry. And you cook your own Cane's. You know what I'm saying? And then that way you can have Cane's more than one day.
Yeah.
Because Cane's gonna hit you about, I'm gonna say about $8, $9, $10. Right.
$10.
Right. About $10 for sure. But if you buy a bag of chicken, you might spend over 20, but you got Cane's more than one day.
Yeah.
They got bread. Right. You can buy fries. You can buy all that with $20. Yep. So I just teach him that. But now I'm teaching him how to cut hair to make his own money. And he light years away at the moment. Yeah. But you got to get a feel of just holding the clippers. But it feel good though, man. It do. Yeah. Because my dad did show me how to work and how to be on time every day and how not to get caught up over here with the friends and make sure you wake up and go to work. No matter what you do. My dad showed me that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him. My mama showed me, man, no matter what you have going on, man, pay your bills. Pay them suckers first and you get whatever next. Even though I pay myself first. Then now, everything done changed, mama. Everything it's new programming. It's like, but no, I do that. But yeah, so it feel good though, man. It really do though. And I always, you say relationships are everything, man.
Everything, man. That's why network is so important.
Everything, man. Everything.
That's why I'm glad I found a barber that like I have a real relationship with, like, my son. And you even welcomed us in. He was like, man, bring your son, man. Yeah. Don't bring nobody else. Cause I took it to somebody else and I was
hey, it's all good.
I see how my dad felt when somebody fucked up my haircut. Man, I was pissed. I looked at this lady like, we ain't coming back no more. My son looked bald headed as fuck. It just wasn't right the way I wanted it. Like I like the taper fade on the side and the back. Low where it's like waves. She didn't even do all that. And I told her that. You know what I'm saying?
I be big on with kids, man. You got to connect with them first. Yeah. You can't just go in a kid head. Come on, turn around. No, you know what I'm saying? You got to always, make a point, man, and touch them. Let them know. Connect with them, and then you could cut their hair. They'll let you just cut their hair, man.
Man, I'm be honest with you. I'm gonna tailor my barber to a chiropractor and a psychiatrist. Why? Because a chiropractor gotta touch you before they adjust you. Yeah. And they gotta talk to you. Yeah. And a psychologist, just wonder about your life and where you going and just trying to get a feel for you. But when they give you advice, they exert that energy on you that actually make you feel inspired to keep going.
Nah, that's real.
That's real.
Deep. Yeah, that's deep though.
For real. It's deep, but man, that's what I got. And then you change the whole like store around where it's like literally you got your own suite, and I was like, man, he up to something.
Yeah.
He up to something.
I ain't finished. I got some more stuff. You'll see. I got some stuff coming for this.
Yeah, but it's just a mindset. Like you really like when you dedicate yourself to like becoming a servant of not just the people but to God and just what's within you, because I feel like you follow your heart. Because before that, you know, we had that whole space where, you know, the team was just in one room. It was kind of hard for men to like really express themselves, and that's what that was extreme side guy,
brother. So look, so in that front room where my wife was at, I literally was going, like, when we first got in there, my chair went in there. And my wife like, hey, this will be me and your suite, yada yada yada. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, my wife always tell me about healing. I'm still healing to this day, getting rid of a lot of old experiences and a lot of trauma. Just growing up, you know what I'm saying? It's old programming. So she always tell me, unlearn a lot of stuff that I learned. So that's why I said, when I say I struggle with my stuff, it's always inner work and it's more spiritual. You know what I'm saying? It's never nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I be good. So anyway, with that being said, when I got in that room, I said, man, I need a space to where like people could come in here, man, and they could like tell me what's going on. Man, since I've been in that space, I had a couple men that came in there, man. I literally had to give them a hug. And like, I had to let them know, like, don't you matter. Because like a lot of men, let me tell you, man, men are only love, man, for what they could provide.
What they do. Yeah.
Man, men learn how to love from women. That's why you love your mama like that, man. Women are natural nurturers, man. We don't know how to love. Let me tell you how men love. Men love through alcohol, weed, sex, video gaming, buying yourself something, making money, stuff like that. We learn from dumb shit like, man, I'm going to take the trash out. Oh, you want me to get this off the top shelf for you? Come on. Like, that's how men love. And we don't really know. That's why, like, when you meet a lot of men, they are more whoremongers. Because that's how we learn to love, because we learn to chase sex, because that's what we saw from the older guys and our dads, our uncles in the rap music like genocide too, even
for real,
but it's like genocide
really
for our
is.
culture.
It
really is. I'm telling you,
it's sad, man.
It's a dead culture. So we learn from that, and then we have women now. If you look at the women, damn, I'm jumping off subject, but if you look at the women now. You got Sexy Red. Dang, Sexy Red. I had to bring you in there. But Sexy Red, she heard the culture.
Really
she
is.
Like, you know, you had the city girl, you got Gloria, you got all them, but now you got Sexy Red. It's just
but it was already headed toward destruction, but that amplified it for sure.
It's over with now.
It's over with.
You see how big they made her? So, like, now you got a lot of men, and they unhealed. So when they come in there, man, I have to let them know, like, dog, you matter. I'm like, look, brother, I love you. You matter.
Right.
And they're like, damn, thank you. I have to sometimes check on them. You all right?
Yeah.
I ain't calling you to cut your hair. You good? I got to send them a text. I got to send them a meme or something and let them know, like, hey, I thought about you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they don't get that every day. And then we have a picture painted in our head. This how we want stuff to go. Maybe $1 million, maybe Cardi B. I'm just saying, I'm naming people, whatever like that, Bentley truck. And we outside and we ain't got none of that. So we be feeling like, man, I ain't doing right.
Right.
So that's why I like, and being in that space really mattered. Like, that's why I got that room. Sometimes I close that door, man, and I'm like, man, look, man, it's just me and you in here, man, man, I love you, man. We good. Let me cut you up. We gonna talk, laugh, man, and heal together, bro.
Right.
Because we on the same frequency.
Yeah.
I'm no better than you, and you no better than me.
Right.
No judgment.
Right.
That's how a lot of men need to be. No judgment.
Yeah, because when you get in a room with like just like certain people, I'm not even saying just women, but like just anybody that you don't like really know, you automatically just get the assumption that they judging. And that's just human nature, like automatically, because you don't know who they are.
Well, men are territorial.
Yeah. So it's automatically like, man, I don't know about all that, man. But like for me, when that happened, I kind of opened up too, because at first when it was just like the women and stuff, and you was talking like that, I was like, bruh, this dude kind of like,
I get it.
But you knew them, so I was like, but for me, I was like, I don't know about that right now. I'll wait.
Man, I get sessions all day with my wife, man. My wife is the most spiritual, one of the most spiritual women I have ever met, man. And she be big on spiritual. That's why that's why I was saying, like, I have a lot of inner work that I have to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I say, but it's all spiritual, but it's all like, who taught me this? I'm learning this now at 39. Like, 38 to 39. Ain't nobody never tell me like, man, you got to meditate. Like, what?
Right.
I'm going to sleep. Now I'm learning this. I'm learning what a sound bowl is. I'm learning to heal. I'm learning to tell people about things that happen in my life. That's why I say relationships, they matter, man.
Yeah.
They really matter. Even friendships, because you only as great as the people you keep around. If you show me your friends, I can tell you how great you're going to be. I'm telling you. Because if you got that one friend and he just a nigga, I'm be like, oh yeah, because if he ain't changed yet, and you ain't got him on a different frequency yet,
it gets hard to change after a while.
Yeah, you gotta dump him. You gotta get rid of him. If you're going somewhere.
Yeah, if you're going
because
somewhere.
He's just gonna be dead weight.
Right.
It's just like women too. If you got women friends and they're the same way, gotta leave them alone, man. We too old now. We getting old. Yeah. Getting older. I'm gonna say that. I don't like to say old.
And you like a prime example of like, man, you never gonna stop learning. You never. There's gonna be something that's gonna show you that you always gonna be learning. That's like I get that all the time, man. The kids. The kids is like the greatest learning experience. Man, if so I was texting my brother, he said, how you doing, man? I said, man, these kids. And he's like, what they do? I said, they always got something to do. They find something. It don't matter, man. They can find some shit out of thin air. They'll turn nothing into something. It don't matter what it is.
So I got to ask you two questions.
Yeah.
Two questions.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel, like having them patience every day with them kids? I got to ask that. Because I be like, I'm not going to lie. Like, I think school is prison. Whew. I hate that we sit young kids with imaginations in front desks and not outside by water or by light, sun. You know what I'm saying? Where they need to see something so they can imagine something. Like, man, I just
can't even daydream.
Yes. So I just be wondering like how you had a patience to like deal with them kids every day and still go home to your son and then go eat, then go exercise and do whatever else you do on your own day. And even this podcast. So I'm just curious about that.
So what I'm trying to like, I'm having so many like epiphanies and like just finding new ways to actually bring that imagination out of them. Because even for me, I have an imagination still to this day because I remember when I was a kid and I was in the 5th grade, we had windows.
Yeah.
And I'll be daydreaming.
Yeah, me too. That's why I asked.
Bro, daydreaming is so powerful because it's just contemplation. That's all it is. Contemplation, you basically just going off into another world. That's why I came with this quote. The mind takes you where the body cannot. Ooh. It can't. Like, you could be sitting here and you could be thinking about being in, like, for me, I can go back to a childhood, like being in Alaska for the first time, seeing the mountains. I'm daydreaming, like, yeah, okay. My teacher, like, snap out of it. Right. And so I'm, like, trying to get these kids to that extent. If I can't take them to see the world right now, how can I bring it to them? That's why I get to so much energy because I'm like, man, I also wrote this down. It was like gonna be another brand eventually in the near future, the Billionaire Teachers.
Okay.
Because
that's what you started.
Yeah, in my own mind, I haven't really expressed it because I'm like, man, you gotta be around the right teachers.
No, I get it.
Kid me not, because I have
why I asked you.
I have told the kids, I said, I do not want to put y'all on this and make this a burden for y'all. This is what I'm gonna say that no other teacher has ever said. I get paid enough to make sure y'all have the tools and everything to go live y'all best life because my financial responsibility is not yours whatsoever. Never would I put my financial responsibility on another child who I do not know, who I do not care for. I only spend 8 hours with to give them my philosophy on life and make sure they have the tools to survive out in the real world. That's it. Damn. That's straight from the heart. I told him that. And I never said it since because I meant it. Because I felt that same way while I hear teaching. I'm like, bro, what the? See, my lady, what the fuck is you talking about? I didn't ask to come to school. If anything, my parents go to jail if I don't go to school because it's truancy. So why are you making it seem like it's my fault? Like you said, it's prison. It is. Let's be honest.
Now, you know, every once a month, my teacher, when I was in the, I think 3rd grade, used to let us have class outside. She used to let us have class outside, Miss Bickham. That's crazy. You know, now I didn't know. Yeah. I'm just learning a lot of spiritual stuff now with my wife. But I didn't know, and I was like, damn. Like, I love to be outside.
Yes.
I'm a social person. I like people. I talk to everybody. Everybody that come in that shop, they know me.
Right.
I talk to everybody. I know everybody in that whole complex. I ain't gonna say everybody, but just about. Yeah. But I know everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a social person, so I just be wondering. So my other question to you is, what's next?
What's next?
far as your career. I'm just curious, and I always like to know that with people.
Yeah.
And I know we on a podcast, so hey, why not now?
So man, for me, I'm a world geography teacher. But I'm like, my imagination is like this. Like at first I wanted to be a principal, but I was like, man, really you just gonna be a principal doing the same thing the other principal doing. Superintendent. They
superintendent.
Yeah. I'm like,
bro, I don't, you get up there, like,
I don't want to be there. So
I get it.
I was like, I can be a teacher, but this is something else I can come up with. The billionaire teacher. But I'm a world geography teacher, and on my breaks, like we have a lot of breaks. Like we have Christmas break, fall break, spring break, winter break, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break. We have breaks. I'm like, yo, what can you make enough money, provide enough service with the intent of like giving kids the real world, where you like vlog wherever you go. Like, let's say we have a lesson that I'm coming up with that's gonna be in South America after Christmas break. Christmas break, guess where I'm gonna be at? I'm gonna be in South America, learning about the Mesoamerica from the actual people, recording and having a whole. Dope. It's crazy, but it's like that's what you call the American explorer, because that's what we learning.
Yeah.
And then going back to Alaska, because I'm like, I talk to the kids. I'm like, fun fact, I was in Alaska. And eventually, like having those field trips where I make enough money where I can bring the kids.
Oh, that's dope.
The parents and the kids. Like, that's why I was like, man, I'm like, man, I love teaching. I ain't gonna let nobody break me from that, because what I have to bring to the table is beyond their imagination. It's beyond their imagination. So I even said it to one of the Spanish teacher, he a black man. Like, I was like, man, I ain't never seen a black
Spanish
teacher. I was like, what the I was like, and the black kids in there give them the hardest fucking time.
But you gotta think about it.
Yeah.
They gonna give them the hardest. They gonna give them the hardest time because kids don't want to be in there.
Yeah.
Like, I just think about, all right, I'm a barber, so
and they even say where the windows at.
That's what I'm saying. Dog, what do they? My daughter go to school. She like it now because she comes from SST, School of Science Technology. So now she go to Detach. So it's more kids that's indigenous, black, more kids that's black and stuff like that. And you know, don't get me wrong, it's diverse. She not racist or number. When she went to SST, it was a bunch of rich kids, bro, with no imagination. They been in a bathroom. Not saying they not doing it at Detach, but I'm just saying, like, they getting off at it. They getting off on it over here because they rich. They ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
They smart as fuck.
Right.
So now she going to this school and she meeting people that got the same problems as her. And she don't have problems, but just, I like this boy, such. Or I want to wear
just having that experience.
Yeah, she meeting more people like us. So now you getting these kids and they going to a black Spanish teacher. They don't even respect him because he black. And they don't even know that them Spanish people are black, though. That's what
we indigenous.
Yes,
we indigenous, bro.
I ain't gonna get to all that, man. You know,
I ain't gonna get into it either.
Subject.
Yeah,
I love history.
Now it is, but
I love history. I love black history.
Before I knew what I knew, man. At first, I hated history, but like now, since I understand like the indigenous aspect that wasn't in there, even learning that my people, you know, we got our own land. Like my grandma, my great grandma.
Okay, I thought you were saying indigenous people. I was about to say
my great grandma's indigenous.
That's what's up.
Yeah, she's Cherokee or Blackfoot.
Man.
And they buried in their own. They got their own church, own piece of land. I went and visited. Yeah,
that's how I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, I'm talking about great grandmother.
That's dope. I love black history.
I cried at the graveyard. I'm like, yo, this is history in like
real talk.
They had land.
Nobody don't talk about it.
Nobody talk about it.
Your whole family should be going there and still keeping up with that tribe. Because they even ate different, they dated different,
right?
They worked different, they did everything, they lived different.
Exactly.
Everything.
So like they lived off less. It wasn't so much of like having this bling or anything. My wealth is being able to go outside and walk miles.
Right.
Cause I even learned like just walking outside, period, allows you to have an imagination.
Yeah. Yeah, and when your sun gaze, when your sun gaze, I tell everybody, I say, man, even my wife, she'll tell you every day, you gotta go outside and get some of that vitamin D.
Yeah,
that's why I tell my kids, put that game down, put that phone, get outside. But guess what? I'm gonna come with you. I'm that dad. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, cause I can't lie. Pops looking out for you again. That boy's outside. I'm not gonna play basketball. He beat the hell out of us in basketball. He was out there with me though.
Yeah.
You know that matter, man. You got to get in that sun, cause if you've been looking real quick, they got a movie on Netflix. Leave the World Behind.
See, I saw that, but I didn't see the whole thing. I seen like a snippet.
I saw it. So I saw it. So real quick, tonight I'm watching it with my family because the next pandemic, they gotta get rid of this internet, bro. When that internet go out, people gonna go crazy. That's what it's showing in this movie. So they got attacked real quick. I ain't gonna spoil it. Spoil it. You know, I already know. So they got attacked from another country, right? But they didn't. The country ain't have to kill nobody because all they did was got rid of the internet and got rid of the radio and the TV.
So who you think it's gonna be? Cause I even seen on Twitter, China.
That's what I'm about to tell you. It's gonna definitely be.
Twitter showed me like, hey, they got a cybersecurity attack on America, China. I was like, bro, and you was saying that like,
I'm telling you,
like 6 months ago over summer, you was like, man, I don't know what we gonna do without internet, Netflix. Coming, I said, wow.
I've been telling my wife now, because my wife said, man, I've been getting visions of buying land. Cause we up for buying a house next year. So I told her, I'm like, man, let's go get a house. We've been looking at nice houses and stuff, working on our down payment and stuff like that. But I'm like, no, now she like, let's get some land.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, we need to get some land. She listened to a lot of Yaki. And she like, man, we need to get something to have a water well and all this. And I'm like, man, it's crazy. But I'm like, dog, they really gonna take the internet. If they do that, boy, everybody gonna turn on each other.
For real.
Ain't nobody gonna know what to do. Like, ain't nobody
social distancing was like
man, COVID was crazy.
Frosting on the cupcake for real.
All the domestic violence, man, Houston went up with murders. It was crazy. Everybody had money. So everybody was just going out, man, shooting each other. Well, they wasn't just shooting each other because of COVID, but I'm saying when you got people that ain't used to having money, people that's used to having money, F you in, I got money. Blah, 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 blah. This songs, all this rap and all that, they gonna kill each other. And it was like that all over the world, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Houston is a hub to me where one thing I can say about people in Houston, I love Houston. I was one of the greatest cities. People in Houston are player, man. They don't with all that. I'm about to ride and kill you. You gotta be doing something bad for them to do that. So like to see that happen here, it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
Man, it's a chill city, man. That's why everybody like it.
Yeah.
If you mind your business and don't worry about road rage, because you die. You play with somebody on the road. But other than that, man, you'll be all right in Houston. I love Houston.
For real, man. It's lovely here. And that was one of those things I was thinking too, because I've been, man, something's been telling me to like stay off the phone. So I've been, whenever I go on those walks, or I literally walk to the store now because I have walking distance.
Right.
But like, I'll leave my phone. I won't even, because I'm like, man, you got to learn to detach. That's funny that it says leave the world. Man, because honestly, you leave in that virtual world, which everybody is attached to.
Man, my phone been ringing since you said right here. I ain't looked at it not one time. This more important than anything on that phone.
Yeah, just the moment.
My family, all right.
But
you got to know how. But I know how to survive.
Yeah.
I know how to survive. I know how to go make sandwiches and canned goods. And I know how to play games inside the house. Listen, a game called It. IT. All right? Hide and seek. Little games like that. That's what we got away from. Pillar fighting.
Right.
You got to do those type of things.
We really did. Those physical fights that allowed us to touch each other and win like social distancing each other from anything that would not like each other. Like we started touching each other and we actually like feel who we are and got comfortable with each other. And that was amazing when I was growing up because we was playing games, but at the extent of what? Going outside. We was always outside.
Yeah.
And
in the sun.
Yeah, and you feel a better energy when you are.
Yeah.
And so, man, this interview definitely was heartfelt.
Man, I appreciate it.
Man, you had me about to cry. I was like,
hey man, release that energy, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Release that, man.
Yeah, it's
as
just
men, man, it's okay to release that, man. That's love.
Mm-hmm.
That's love, man. I appreciate coming up here that you even allowed me. And I know I was late. I'm sorry. The whole experience, man, this is beautiful.
Better
man.
late than never.
Keep going, man. Keep
For real.
going, man.
I got to, man, because there's so many people that I want to bring on.
I definitely want you to let my wife come on.
Man, I'm bringing on the whole crew now.
Yeah, man. I want, man, the whole crew. Come on,
man. The whole
man.
crew got to, because I want to, like, hear.
Yeah.
Since you put that energy already out, like, you saying, man, this is, like, women are healers. Like, even Dr. Sebi even said it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so since you saying, I'm like, yeah, but you have to have the right ones that are actually healed and know how to do it.
But a lot of women have a price tag, man, because if you look at that, why I brought up Sexy Red, they tell you like prostitute, basically.
Yeah.
And if the women believe that and they start like really getting programmed on that frequency, that's what they do.
Yeah.
Man, women are nurturers, man. That's why you'll fight somebody if they say, yo, mama. You'll be like, what?
Right.
And they say your daddy, you'll be like, man, stop playing on my daddy, man.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But hey, check this out. You just tuned into Midas Drop, and we are Midas Print. You obviously have a member of Midas Print, and I'm definitely gonna give him a shirt for sure because he definitely showcased so much more than the three things we all have in common: time, effort, and energy. He showed the heart of the people, people that really want to service our community and service the world as itself. Like, man, there's so much that we can all give each other, and we obviously do ourselves a disservice when we don't. So make sure y'all tune in, and please subscribe to Midas Trend. Peace.
Appreciate it.
Damn, man.